Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today as we prepare for another Sunday. Samuel, I see you. I see you. Bees coming in, Sade, and we are ready for a powerful training session today. How does your today impact tomorrow's success?
This morning, what we're going to be talking about will have the potential to cause totally change our lives. You where you are today in your life, when you start to think about what you really want life to be for you tomorrow, when you start thinking of what changes, what do I really want to be, where do I really think I can get myself to be tomorrow, you got to start thinking about today, because everything that happens tomorrow is based on what happened today. My mentor and partner, John Maxwell, wrote a book that he called Today Matters. In Today Matters, John talked a lot about how you can go back and look at what has happened to you in the past. How you can go back and you can think about what is happening to you today. And you can actually relate that to something that you did yesterday. And the exact same thing happens when you are thinking about tomorrow, or when you are thinking about where you are going to be or what you want your life to be. The very first step to understanding that is that today matters. So I want to talk to you today about how what you do today impacts your successes tomorrow. Exactly what you are doing today impacts your successes tomorrow. So what we will see, like I've said, from John's presentation, what you know is that John believes there are several misconceptions about success. You know, for some of us, we believe that success is impossible because of the situation we are in, or because of where we find ourselves at this time. We believe it probably going to be a tough thing to even consider yourself being successful. You know, so because of that, when we see people who are successful, we criticize them. We criticize, we find a way, we talk about whatever else other than rejoice in that success. Others will believe that success is mystical. It's just something that's going to happen. So we got to keep looking. We got to keep searching. You got to keep going everywhere until you find it. Others believe that. And there are those who believe that the success comes from luck. And so we hope for it. You know, we're going somewhere, somebody trying to do something that should require skill, but people say, oh, good luck on what you are doing. And yet, there are some of us who believe that success is productivity. So we work for it, especially in the African American community, we were taught that you got to work hard for everything that you want. So we believe the harder we work, the more successful we are. And then there are those who believe that success comes from opportunity. So we are waiting for that opportunity. And a lot of people wait until they get to the grave, because we believe when the opportunity comes, I will have my own chance. Other believes that success is a leverage. So we kind of we power up for it. We power up for it. And there are those who believe that it's who you know. I read a joke the other day about a kid who was telling somebody was telling him, a young man, that hard work will get you somewhere. And the guy said, nope, that's not what my brother said. They said, what does your brother say? He said, my brother says it's who you know that will get you somewhere. And then he said, I guess, so where's your brother? He said, nowhere, because he doesn't know nobody. There's also those who believe that. There's those who believe it's the connections. So we do everything we can to network for it. And then there are those who believe that you are successful when you are recognized. So, we strive for other people's recognition. We strive for other people to appreciate us or to feel what we feel. We strive for the recognition. And there are those who believe that success is an event, so we schedule it like we do everything else. But we always overestimate the event itself, but we underestimate the process. You see, that's what we've been working on all this time. The process of how do you become successful. Because what I know, and I tell you for sure, and I've used several examples on this on our conversations here, is that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you start. You can end anywhere you want to, because other people have done it. So it proves that it's something that could be done. So today matters. Today matters. What we do today is the only thing that's going to change what our tomorrow is going to be about. Einstein said, doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result is insanity. It's insanity. Doing the same things over and over and expecting a different result. It's just an insane thought process. So you got to do something different today if you want tomorrow to be better. Because if you are doing today the same things that you did yesterday, guess what? You are going to get the exact same result you are getting yesterday. So there's never going to be Remember, we talked about how we as individuals, we as a people, you have to change your belief so that your belief will drive your behavior, and it's your behavior that drives your results for the future. But the first thing you got to know is that what you do today matters. How you spend your 24 hours that we all have matters. How many of those hours do you spend playing games on the internet and then you are expecting something else tomorrow? How many of those hours do we spend on TikTok that doesn't do anything for us, or on Facebook, on things that doesn't add value to our life? So you got to think about it. If you want a change, tomorrow, you cannot do the same things you've always done. You will only get the same results you've always gotten. You know, we when we talk about yesterday, when we talk about where we've been, every one of us, it doesn't matter how old you are or how young you are. You've already had a peak in your life, and then you probably had a valley, and then you start to pick back up. You see, that's how life was designed. The peaks, the valleys, that's how it was designed. And so what you know is there was a time that you are in that peak. It doesn't matter how old you are. And you know what we do is we go back and we talk about that as if that is everything. Oh, me? Do you know who I am? I did this and I did that, and I used to be this, and I was this and I was that. You know, I have a frame in my office. It says, yesterday ended last night. We tend to over-exaggerate where we've been, what we did before. But we overestimate tomorrow when we think about tomorrow. Oh, I am going to do this tomorrow. Oh, you don't know what tomorrow brings. Tomorrow, oh, I'm going to do. Oh no, I plan to do it tomorrow. We over-exaggerate tomorrow. We keep pushing things till tomorrow that could have been done today, while we waste today in the front of a TV or excessive whatever we are not, we shouldn't be spending our time on. And you know, we underestimate today. That's really what we do. We totally we underestimate our today. We underestimate today because everything we could do today, we often push till tomorrow. The things that we can do today, we will often put tomorrow. Or I can do it tomorrow, I can do it later, or I can do it at some other time. So we underestimate today, but in the meantime, we are failing to realize that the secret of your success actually lies in your daily agenda. What do you do on a daily basis? Do you even have a record of what you do, or you just let the day just come by? Do you plan for tomorrow? What are you going to do tomorrow? What are you going to do today that if you don't finish, you're going to pick up tomorrow? You know, successful people, they always make a decision very quickly, and the biggest strength that we found common to most successful people is that while they make decisions very early, they manage those decisions daily, every day. They have what they call their guiding principles, and so they allow those guiding principles to be their arrow, to be what moves them to whatever they do. And so if you want to be successful, you got to make a decision. Your first decision should be in being successful. Your first decision is in being successful. You know, I said to you guys very often, I say if you are going to do anything in your life, you don't have to know the steps. You don't have to. You don't have to know every single step to achieve it. You don't have to. You do not need to know every single step to get where you are going. You know what you got to do? Just know the first step and take it. That's why you always hear me say jump and grow your wings on the way down. You just know the first step and you take the first step. And guess what happens? All the other steps fall in place. In fact, most of the time when we take the first step, most of the time when you are taking the very, very first step, the universe, God Almighty, the greatest definition I've had of God, whether Christian or Muslim, whether Hindu, but that word God, G-O-D, is the grand overall designer of the world. And he already knows exactly what step you are supposed to be taking and where you need to be. So I'm telling you, my friends, guard what you do today. Guard how you spend your today. And when I say today, I mean today, because every day when we talk is going to be today. As God spare our lives to see tomorrow, tomorrow becomes today. And then my question is going to be for you is what do you do to change? Think about preparing yourself. Look at this chart here. Preparation today is what gives you confidence and success for tomorrow. If you are going to go give a speech somewhere and you've never given a speech in front of people before and you don't practice, how successful you're going to be? If you have an exams in school and you don't study and practice, how successful are you going to be? So the preparations we make today makes tomorrow better for us. You say preparing, it allows you to focus on today. Today. That's why the agenda is one of the books that has been, defined in so many different ways, and you still see new ones still coming out year after year after year. Preparation increases your efficiency. When you know how many things you need to do and you know how many you have achieved so far, you are able to actually check it off. Preparation increases your confidence because you have practiced, because you are prepared. Preparation increases your confidence to do what you want to do. You see, athletes, when they practice and they run a race in their mind, when they eventually get to that point when they get to run that race, guess what happened? They are able to achieve tremendous success in that race. You know why? Because now they have confidence. They have done it before. They have done it in practice, and they have done it in their brain. You realize everything created in the whole world, everything is created twice. First in your mind, before you do it. Everything you've ever done in your life. So preparation, whether it's in the mind, whether it's detailed written down, preparation allows you to have confidence. It also saves you money. It also saves money. When you prepare today, it saves you a lot of headache tomorrow. I always tell young people, there is a price to pay for life. You better believe it. But it's either you pay it now or you pay it later. But you are going to pay. If you pay it now, your later you'll probably be able to live in luxury and be able to do everything you want when you want to do it, which is my definition of being successful. But if you don't pay now, you are going to pay later. So how do you pay? You determine what that is for you. What you do today. You got to ask yourself a question every day. Is what I'm doing today leading me to my goals? If it's not, then you change it. Preparation takes you to a higher level. It just makes you better than you can even imagine yourself to be. Because you have prepared, because you have practiced. But you know what? If you don't prepare, then you're going to repair. If you don't make your own plans for your life, then you are going to leave somebody else's plan. If you don't decide what you want and how you want it, then guess what's going to happen? Somebody else is going to make their plans, and then you're going to be part of that person's plans. And they're going to treat you the way they want to treat you, not the way you want to be treated. Repairing includes it make you focus on yesterday. You go back to thinking, what did I do wrong? Because you didn't plan. Repairing consumes your time. It brings discouragement. You get to a point you don't even know if you want to go further. It increases your cost. It increases your cost to spend more money. On the other hand, and when you prepare, it pays now for yesterday rather than paying yesterday for tomorrow. I hope you get that. Repairing pays now for yesterday. Go back to what I just said a few minutes ago about you're going to pay now or pay later. When you don't prepare, you repair. When you prepare, you save. Preparing pays for tomorrow. Repairing pays today for the mistakes of yesterday. Preparing takes you to a higher level that you've never been, whereas repairing, it becomes an obstacle for your own growth. So think about it. When Ben Franklin said, one today is worth two tomorrows. What I am to be, I am now becoming. Think about it. One today is worth two tomorrows. One today is worth two tomorrows. I'm gonna break here for a minute because I want you to type some answers. I want to hear some of your thoughts right now. If you were to think of making a significant change in your life, I'm looking at the charts. I want to see. I want to see your responses. If you are thinking of a significant change that you can make today that will make tomorrow better, what will it be? Oh yeah, stop procrastination. Larry, that's my problem too. I think we are on the same page. We are working on the same thing. We are at a place where we have to understand today, one today surpasses two tomorrows. You got to stop procrastinating. Just do it now. That's what I do now. Take action and stop complaining. Yes. Take action and stop complaining. Stop complaining and look. Yes, Idrissa, I'm with both of you. We just stop making complaints. Stop the complaints. We just get to where we want to be. We do what we need to do, and we just move on. Because today matters. Today matters. You know, if you ever see me sign something for you, let me share my screen. I will always say something about sculpt your masterpiece. Sculpt your masterpiece. I coined that phrase years ago. I was working in Georgia, and there was a picture of a sculpture on top of the president, Ross Onfenawa, on his desk, and it's a beautiful sculpture of a man, but it's half finished. The other half, he have a chisel and a hammer in his hand. He's still chiseling away. You see, what that man was doing was actually sculpting his masterpiece. That's what he's doing. He's sculpting his own masterpiece. And what I want to tell you today is that it doesn't matter where we start. You can always sculpt your own masterpiece. But when you're sculpting your masterpiece, when you are creating a masterpiece, there are certain things that is just the equation. Because if you make good decisions, remember how I said leaders make decisions quickly and they stick to it. If you make a good decision, but your daily discipline is not there, you don't do the things, it doesn't matter how your vision is, what your hope is, what your dreams are, if you are not doing anything about it on a daily basis, it just equals to a plan without a payoff. You're never going to get, and if you're getting a payoff, you are not getting the kind of payoff that you really should be getting. The other part of that is that if your daily discipline is missing good decisions, that means you wake up early, you go walking or running, you do everything you want to do, you are trying to be healthy, but you can't stay away from sugar and ice cream and all that. You see, that's a regimentation that's not going to get a reward. But when you make good decision and then you do something about it every single day, that's it's got the potential for a masterpiece. I was watching Elon Musk, an interview with Elon Musk the other day. This guy right now is proposing building highways like 10 floors underground, like 15 floors underground. This is his proposal. You know, he's made a lot of crazy proposal and everything has paid off. He was the first guy who reused a spacecraft. Before, when NASA, the United States government themselves were going to space, they use that craft once, and when they come back, it's destroyed. They have to make another one, cost billions. He was the first one who said, you know what, we can use this and then we use it again, just like we use a car. So he thinks we can build a highway 15 floors underground and put another one on the 14th, and there'll be several highways, and that will get rid of traffic. And somebody tell him, how do you think that's going to work? He said, I don't know, but I just bought a company, boring company. That's what they do, is they dig a pit. He said, so I just told them to dig a pit. He said, we don't know what it is right now. We're just digging. We're just digging a pit. You got to take a first step. Towards anything that you want to do, you got to take a first step. When 15 years from now, 20 years from now, when you have highways that are 15 floors underground, remember that we talk about this. Remember we talk about it. Because people who do stuff like that, who take a step without knowing the next, they will always achieve something. You know, but most people don't live their own lives. That's what John Cater said. He said they accept their lives. You know, most people accept the card that was dealt to them. Most people will say, well, what can I do? I mean, this is what the hand I was dealt. What do you want me to do? But my friends, life is really not like that. In life, you can go either way. You can make your decision from where you are right now. decide what you want the rest of your life to be, and it will be that. You know why? Because you decided that's what you want. So look at when John wrote that book, he talked about his daily dozen. And he put the daily dozen together. He said these are the things that guides him. Look at this daily dozen. If you can come back and rewatch this or take a picture or something, but think about it. Number one is the attitude. He said he decided every day, these are the dozen things that's going to lead his life, and that is going to choose and display the right attitude, because we decide that. He said number two is his priorities, that is going to determine and act upon whatever important priorities he have in his life. He's going to decide it and he's going to act on it and not leave it hanging. Health. He said he's going to know and follow healthy guidelines. Family, communicate and care for his family. Faith. Deepen and live out his faith. Finance. Make and properly manage dollars. Make money and properly manage it. Commitment. Make and keep proper commitments. Thinking. Practice and develop good thinking. Because I told you guys, was it 2-3 weeks ago, that most people don't think. Most people just don't think. We just accept our lives the way it comes to us. And we just do whatever we got to do, but we don't think in making decisions that's really right for us and our life. Relationships. We got to initiate and invest in solid relationships, because it's all you have at the end. Generosity. Plan for and model generosity. Values. Embrace and practice good values and growth. Seek and experience improvement. All those daily dozen I just read to you. Yours doesn't have to be a dozen. That was John's. But when he presented this in that book, when I read it, I picked up my daily dozen, my values, my priorities, my relationships, my generosity, my family. I planned that out and I realized it works a lot better for me. So think about it. What are your daily dozens? What are some things, or even daily half a dozen, if that will work for you, that you can count on and say, hey, these are the things that I am going to do for the rest of my life every day. So when you're doing that, these are how you make the decisions a reality in your life. Number one is by reviewing the decision and ask yourself, which good decisions have I already made? And then emulate it. Ask yourself. Look back in your life. Sit down in a corner for a minute and ask yourself, what are some of the great decisions that I've already made? Number two, identify the decisions that you still have to make. What are the great decisions you've already made? What are the decisions that's ahead of you that you have to make? And then number three, you choose one of those decisions that you determine to make it this week. This week, I am making this decision. I am doing it now. John Maxwell says a victory of discipline in one area of life can carry over and help you win in other areas of your life. A victory of discipline. If you decide this is what you're going to do and you actually do it. Whether it's reading 5 pages of book every day before you go to bed, but if you are able to keep that promise that you make to yourself and you are able to read those 5 pages every single day of your life, guess what? You're going to win. You're going to win. It can carry on to other areas too. So if you want to make the decisions and you want to make it a reality, this is the first thing you do. Those are the 3 things you do. Identify the decisions you've made, identify the ones you still need to make, and then choose one of those decisions. Make it now. Now. Let today count. Because what did we say? Today matters. So if you're going to get ready to get started, just start with yourself. I said this to you guys when we started Project 55. What we want to do is to transform ourselves from within, so that when we are transformed, guess what? Then we can start to transform people around us. Transformation, that's how I'm going to close this conversation today. So we got to start with yourself. You want to start early. You want to start small, because you need some wins. You need some wins. So you want to start at something that you really know you can do, and then do it every day. Do it every single day without stopping. You want to write a book? Write one page every single day. In 1 year, you will have 365 pages. Today matters, my friend. What tomorrow gives you depends on what you do today. And then the most important thing, start now. Start today. Start after you get off this call. Make that decision that, you know what, I'm changing tomorrow, and this is how I'm going to do it. And I'm going to start right now. You know, it was Richard Biggs who said, the greatest gap in life is the one between knowing and doing. What does that mean? How many things do you know that you are supposed to do? How many things do you really do? I'm not just talking to you, I'm talking to myself. How much things do we know we have on the clipboard that you need to check, but how many of them do we really do? So you see, that is the greatest gap in our life. I know what to do, but I'm not doing it. I know what to do, but I am not doing it. Today matters, and I am challenging every one of you, including myself. Stop procrastinating, like Larry said. Start doing something today that will change your life tomorrow. John Wooden, who is John Maxwell's mentor, said, success is peace of mind, which is a direct result of self-satisfaction in knowing that you are best to become the best that you are capable of becoming. Think about that. Success is peace of mind, which is a direct result of self-satisfaction in knowing you did your best to become the very best that you are capable of becoming. How successful are you, my friends? How successful do you want to be tomorrow? Because today matters. Today matters. What we do today determines what will happen in our life and in our relationships tomorrow. What you do today determines where you are going to be tomorrow. How you waste today will count for tomorrow. Like I said to you all before, there's always a price for life. It's not free. We pay a price. And in paying that price, we actually we do it at our own choosing, now or later. You pay the price while you are young. You have an easy older period. You play around while you are young, question everything. When the time comes, it will be a different thing. So I want you to really consider what we talk about today. I really want you to start making plans for what you do. And having said that, I made some plans for today. I have told you time and time again. Somebody asked me the other day if driving was the purpose of Project 55. I said I wish it was. because what Driven is an education platform that set to teach you how you can remove the biggest obstacle that we most have in life. Because the only thing that stops most people from living the life that they really want to live is because, first of all, they have to go work for money. What if we can learn one skill, just one skill, that will change that? And I talk about we're going to start some programs, and we'll put some criteria up that Tabitha should be probably this week be able to load to our website. But it gives me a great pleasure to this morning announce the first scholarship. The reason why I'm giving scholarship, okay, is because I don't want people to be successful. People who are going to use it. People who have already demonstrated that they will do it. And you know where we're going to plan, where we're going to start. Today, as I announced that first scholarship recipient on this call. I've not spoken to anybody about this. But where we are going to start, I've decided, because I've been in the program myself for a minute, and I've been going through and looking at what does it really take for anyone to be able to be successful in the Driven universe right now, to be able to learn what you really need. And I have been able to get some clips on that. I'll be able to get some hands-on on it, because I have really been if I'm going to put something in my name, I'm going to introduce something to somebody or initiate something that I think can help people. I really think it's something that should really be able to help. All right. So in Driven, what I found is this basic package gives a lot to people that you can, it give you the Forex ideas, which means you get ideas on your phone. Crypto ideas, those are the ones that tell you, okay, this is what you should do, this is what you should do. You get live trading rooms, you get to watch on people's back to see what they are doing. And that includes the London sessions, which is what I'm actually going to ask everybody in Africa to stick to because of the time. Over here is 2 o'clock in the morning, is the most rewarding session. Waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning is killing me, but I'm doing it. But I think in Africa, it will work for us a lot. It includes London session, Tokyo, and crypto. It includes Driven Trading Academy. You learn the Forex for basics, the core, the foundation, and the crypto. And then you have in the basic academy, you get to learn methods, Monday night leadership call, and Thursday night overview call. Those are 2 calls that, even though you have to wake up to listen, but if you get in this, I will expect you to attend those. That's going to be no question. And then there is a speed system that they have. What the difference between that and any other one is this: they have personal and professional development, discipline trader. You can get there, but I think if we're going to give scholarship to people and we want them to really demonstrate, they have a starter pack, we're not going to go there. This is the main thing. I think if we want them to really demonstrate the mastery and that they are going to do this well, that's where we're going to start. So we're going to be awarding a basic package, okay, to somebody. Well, that basic package includes this, everything that's in here. That is going to start on July 1st because our registration and everything in Africa is going to be one of the things we do first. And in Africa, for those of you who say, you know what, I should learn this thing too. I should learn this thing too. The basic package for Africans, the rates that I negotiated with Corey, and he agreed to give to us, is 50% of this. But it doesn't happen. You're still going to go to the same page. You're still going to say the same thing. It's when he has you for when you go to do the final closing and pay that upfront cost. That's when it's going to reduce it based on your IP address. Your IP address will tell them where you are dialing from. So for those who are going to get scholarship, they're going to have to get to that page, and then we will take care of the payment for them. That also will incur $100 a month fee that we will do for that person for the first 3 months only. Because I'm believing by the 3 months, that person, if they really work hard, they don't say they get this for free, they will use it, and they should be able to start doing something. I want to do it today because July 1st, Corey is starting a contest among the people. You don't even have to use your money. You just need to study. And then you need to set up a dummy account, like a demo account, where they show you how to do that. And you need to trade that demo account with some rules that they put in place. You cannot lose more than 5%. And within 1 month, you only need to increase by 10%. So your dummy account starts at 10,000, and you only need to bring it to 11,000 after you study. Dummy is not a money account. If you do that, what Corey is actually going to do is award 5 $10,000 trading packages. That they just say, okay, now that we know you can trade, we're going to put $10,000 in an account for you. So use it to trade and make money for yourself. You may have to share profit or something like that. I don't know how that's going to go. But I want this individual to have an opportunity to get into that, so we can say at least we have people that are doing this in Africa. Why now? This person that I'm going to extend this scholarship to has been part of Project 55 from day one. They have done everything that you can literally say they can in their community. They have taken lessons from here, not only use it, but use it to teach other people that comes behind them. They have truly been an ambassador of Project 55. Somebody that I can say I know for sure really truly bleed everything that we talk about. This person, I can guarantee you have every copy of every training that we've ever had. There are times when we finish a training and there are questions or comments or something, and this person comments. This person single-handedly, because we started Transformative Roundtable, actually learned Transformative Roundtable, became a facilitator, facilitate Roundtable in their community until, it just blew up to the extent that they now have people, institutions calling them and saying, come. This is why we are thinking Kenya is going to be the next place where we go to. I am proud today to honor my friend, my mentee, a starting guy with Project 55, Kennedy Akechi, will receive our very first scholarship to Driven. What that means is, Kennedy, you get your details, you get to sign on, you get to start learning. That there will be directions on what you need to learn within a very short time, and then you will get instructions on how to set up a demo account. And either myself or Tabitha will contact you this week, so you can have your account before the beginning of July.
Oh my God! I'm just, I don't have words. Thank you very much for, oh God, thank you very much.
Kennedy is not anything to be so thankful for. Is what you are going to do with it. I know you are going to use it. I know you are going to study, and I know you are going to be one of our success stories. That's all I want. For anybody else who on their own, or you have your children or anybody, I think it's a what I mean. I don't know what they don't teach this in Harvard school. They don't. But I think being able to spend $250, not 500 for Africans, $250, and to be able to actually learn something from, a master, and have an opportunity to actually win a portfolio that you can use to, free yourself, free your family, free everyone around you. I think is a great thing. So congratulations, Kennedy. For the rest of you, let's keep learning, let's keep growing. Our time is now, and I want to remind you, nobody is coming to help us. Nobody is coming to help us. If anything is going to change in Africa, we are the ones that's got to do it. Your generations are the ones that's going to do it. If we are getting any value, okay, from this course, if we are getting any value, if we are getting somewhere there, can we, start sharing with other people? Because it doesn't do nothing. It doesn't do anything if it's just the same 12 to 20 of us and the people on Facebook that are able to get the benefit of what we are trying to do here. Thank you very much, everybody. I will see you next week, Saturday. Kennedy, congratulations again, and I will talk to you